Today, I am excited to show you how we can make your AI chatbot 1,000 times more capable with our upcoming software development kit. AI chatbots use large language model. LLM can be infused with capabilities to complete tasks by coding tools, also known as functions. Tools are great to augment the capabilities of chatbots, but those have some limitations. Every additional capability added to a LLM needs to be programmed and maintained individually, which is resource intensive. Performing useful tasks often requires building a library of connectors or other automation functions such as RPA to connect and perform tasks in other applications. This is another very resource-intensive process to build and extend that library. Once a LLM executes a tool or function, it assumes it is done. There is no interactivity, which greatly limits the possible tasks that the LLM can perform. For example, asking a chatbot to book a meeting at a specific day and time, but there is a calendar conflict. It is not straightforward to get the chatbot to ask whether you would like to change the day and time of the meeting. Finally, tools that take long to complete do not work well with a chatbot, so only tasks that can be performed quickly are feasible. What I'm going to show you next is how Wrk Automation Platform solves those problems. In this example, we have 4 modules. The LLM. Any LLM will do, so long it can handle tools or functions. We are going to be using ChatGPT 4.0 today for this demo. Then we have the chatbot application. This is your application layer that leverages the LLM to interface with the user. Then we have the Wrk SDK. This is an optional library that makes interfacing with the Wrk Automation Platform easy. It is possible to interface directly with our API without the SDK. And finally, we have the Wrk Platform that does all the heavy lifting and allows the chatbot to connect to thousands of applications to complete whatever tasks that are required. For this demo, I am going to run a simple chatbot written in Python that uses ChatGPT's LLM. If you want to learn more about the implementation details, you can click here to watch the video on that. The demo starts with the Wrk Platform, where I have loaded up a series of different automation workflows. Each workflow has been configured to perform a task in a structured way. With the Wrk Platform, we can infuse each workflow with the most complex business logic and have 100% certainty that the steps to follow the task are done to the letter. Wrk has a vast library of actions that can perform tasks in thousands of applications using APIs, robotic process automation, or human in the loop. There is virtually no business process that the Wrk Platform cannot do. Click on the link to see the quick demo of what the automation platform can do. Now let's start the demo. On the right side, I have a simple chatbot built in Python using ChatGPT as a model. On the left side, I have my Wrk account and all of my automation workflows that I have built. Using our set of APIs, I have made the chatbot aware of everything that I have in my account. Now let's try it out. I'm going to ask the chatbot who is the CEO of Canadian Tire. This is something that ChatGPT can do without the help of any external tool. What it cannot do is find contact information, which I do have a workflow for this. Notice that it says it started the process, but it didn't give the result yet, and it did start the process. That process could take a long time or a short time, but in the meantime, I can keep interacting with the chatbot, and it will interrupt me when it is ready with the result. And here you can see that it has interrupted me, and I put the color in yellow to differentiate the interruption and the direct response from the chatbot. We now have his contact information. I can go further and ask it to add it to my CRM because I do have a workflow that can do that here. And again, the process has started and it kicked off the workflow. And when it's ready, it is now going to tell me that it has completed the task. Now let's try to add his contact again in Hotspot and see what happens. Based on that, it has started the process again. But now it does say that the contact already exists, and it's based on business rules in the workflow, which we can have the workflow handle any sort of business rules around adding contacts to a hotspot. Now, for the fun of it, I do have a workflow here, which is called Save the World, and I'm going to try to ask the chatbot to save the world. This will kick off the workflow process here. In the meantime, I can keep interacting. And I am now getting an interruption from the workflow, and it is asking me whether I want to save Thanos. And he has now completed the task. This is just to show you that a workflow, we can build any business rule in the workflow, and it can interact with the user to accomplish the task based on what has been configured inside the workflow on the Wrk Platform. I hope this demo was valuable to you. It demonstrates how the Wrk Platform gives access to a vast library of capabilities to a chatbot without the need to do heavy development or maintenance. It allows chatbots to handle complex multi-step tasks that may require interfacing with a user or may take a long time to complete. Thank you for watching.